If you run training at an electric utility, this is for you. Muni, Co-op, Public Power, Joint Action, IOU. You hired the person. You can put a binder on the desk. You can even get them through vocabulary. Then the one line, the alarms, the limits, and the field reports stop agreeing. And they freeze. That freezes the job, not the PDF. Here is the dream, in one sentence. A trained operator can trace the system, name who owns the next action, read the one line, close a communication, and write the log so the next shift can pick it up. A desk that holds. That is not what most shops have right now. What they have is a pile, a study guide, a desk binder, a slide deck from 2019, files that feel like training because they were expensive. None of that is a control room. You have already tried the three usual things. More PDFs. A recorded class they sit through once. A quiz that does not look like a shift. Each one feels productive. None of them answers the only question that matters. Can they take the next action from system evidence? So here's how we solve it. One path. Not 16 products on a call. If they are new to the control room, start here. Power System Operator Fundamentals. It is a self-paced course. 12 months of access. About 12 to 15 hours for a careful first pass. It starts with an electrical and equipment primer. No prior certification required. Here's the mechanism, because a course is not a reason to believe. They learn a piece of the system. They commit an answer before they see the reveal. They get checked. They see the miss. They go back. Repeat until the next action comes from the one line, not a remembered definition. Let me walk you through what they actually get, one piece at a time. First, 7 modules. 27 lessons you can see. So you are not buying a mystery folder. If that was all this was, you would already be ahead of a binder. But that is not all. Next, 9 teaching boards built for the moments that freeze people. One-lines, disturbances, voltage, protection, communications, roles, decisions, turnover, then worked examples, and they have to commit an answer before the reveal. So they cannot nod along and call it done. Then 6 module checks, a 20-question final, 50 scored scenarios with the rationale, the wrong answer explanation, and where to go back if they miss. That is the piece a 2019 slide deck never gives you. Then a completion certificate from EPG Solutions when they finish the requirements. So the file has a finish line, not just a login. 12 months, because a new operator is not always ready in a weekend, and you should not buy this again in March. When they can sit with that, the next course on the same door is switching, clearance, and 3-part communication. Same idea. Practice the moment the written sequence, the clearance boundary, the repeat back, and the equipment state stop lining up. Everything else on that page is for after they can take a shift. Restoration, ACE, cold weather, limits, protection, data center, BESS, CIP, PER. Buy the one they need. Do not buy a catalog. Here is what it costs. $397, one trainee, 12 months, self-paced, written for electric utility people, not a general internet audience. Most people hear $397 and think another course. That is the wrong comparison. Compare it to an operator who freezes on the desk. Over time, a borrowed body, a shift you cannot cover. One bad night costs more than this path. If the path is real, $397 is cheap. If the path is a pile with a new logo, $397 is expensive. That is why we walk the stack before we say the number. $397 is not the expensive option. The freeze is. We will not promise a regulator result. We will not put a pass rate on this film. Current standards, your procedures, and the people with authority still control the real desk. What we can promise is they stop assembling a program in their spare time. The fundamentals layer is already built. If they get in this week and it is not that, the store refund policy still applies. Email sales at epgsolutions.services and we make it right. If you have a cohort, do not check out guess. Email sales at epgsolutions.services. Tell us how many seats and when they need to be on the desk. If you have one trainee who needs to start this week, go to the Utility Courses page and start with Power System Operator Fundamentals.